What's your fandom?
Apple computers. I really like a band called CKY.
The Hunger Games.
Oh, Swansea City AFC.
Twilight and Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Twilight.
A fan is anyone who engages with, it might be a particular genre, it might be a particular star, whether it's, a star of the screen, a star of television, or a pop star, if you like, where a special relationship or a bond is set up.
Style and they're unique.
It's realistic. Vampires and werewolves.
I guess I just really like they're quite unique.
Sense of unity.
Fun times.
How they deal with things like, like death, rebellion and stuff, I guess. It's quite realistic.
Harry Potter originally got me into reading a lot.
Just really like their music.
Great way to meet friends.
Generally, they're all very fantasy-based.
Be in depth for something that's not real.
It's a nice sort of people standing up against evil and all that cheesy stuff. And I like the colours.
Oh, it's just so amazing. It is what people talk about vampires, that they don't come in sunlight and that, but it's not actually true.
I really like intellectual debates about things. Just have a laugh.
Yeah, we go for a pint underneath the stadium now.
They bring something new to PCs.
It started out quite small, but now a lot of people are into it. But it's still nice that the people who are into it for the books are kind of a little less crazy, and then you have I like that. I like all the original fans who were originally into the books. They're very true to the story, and they like the characters and are not caught up much in the film stuff. The people who got into it, the films are pretty crazy, can be insane at some points, quite beyond, but I like the original kind of community of it. That's nice.
It's changed my views on certain things, because some storylines are very interesting, have political views and things like that. It's helped me form a new opinion on certain things in life.
I think it is a perfectly natural, healthy mode of behaviour. It's an outlet in a way that we talk about uses and gratifications in terms of media theory. And one of my favourite spoof films is Galaxy Quest. And it opens with a convention where all the fans are dressed as these outrageous sort of aliens and everything else. They all come out with the jargon they're used. And obviously it's very much based on the sort of Star Trek tradition. And I think it's perfectly natural, perfectly healthy thing to do. And, I think if it gives fun, then that's great.
Cardiff City FC.
Probably football fans.
Star Trek.
I'd have to say Twilight.
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 I wouldn't say I don't like PCs, but I suppose PCs are my one to know. I think the PC industry has got a bit dull, and they are looking for new resources. Microsoft might Patreon. I don't like Microsoft.
I guess Star Trek, because it just looks really, really sad.
Cardiff City FC.
Yeah, I'm trying to Wales, the biggest scam. Number two, they buy, got the financial resources, and we look after our financial resources. We spend, there's £15 million at least in there. They don't want their answer. They need the administration. I say that's do well.
Colour blue.
Football fans.
Football.
I don't like football at all, and I don't understand how they can just wreck things if their team loses or such thing.
Okay, I hate Lost because it's been on for too long and it's very annoying, and friends that are into it don't shut up about it. And I don't like Justin Bieber fans. I don't mind Justin Bieber, but the fans are crazy, and there's concerts, some of them are being crushed and stuff, so it's pretty strange.
It's just for the money now, really. It's not a good story anyway. I don't like stories that keep on using the same enemy over and over and over again. It's soppy, just too romantic and hormonal. It's very, very hormonal. Not good.
Personally, I didn't like the books. I didn't mind the film, but I think it's been way overhyped by fans, and I think they go a bit over the top. It irritates me.
I've read the first Twilight book, and I've seen all the movies.
So what do you think?
I thought they were very bad. Remember the scene when they're like lying in a meadow and it went for pages and pages and pages. First impression of the Twilight books, and I still think is, it reads like a bad fan fiction. It reads like a 15-year-old girl has written it thinking, that I just want this perfect boy. It wasn't nice to read. It wasn't like beautiful poetry to read. It was just bad.
Plastering your room with things from the media or whatever you're a fan of. It's a bit too much.
One of the guys had a tattoo, which I thought was a bit
Definitely
too
had
weird. Yeah, I think that was a bit too weird.
Was it like wands or sayings from Voldemort? So they should really think ahead before doing these things.
I've been with them for 2 years to get done.
It's just something, a fandom is just something you go through, then you find a new one. Like when they're older, they're just going to be like regretting that.
I don't see it happening. I mean, ask me in 20 years and I'll see what I say. I thought about it for 2 years, so whatever floats your boat. I mean, I like it. It's my body. At the end of the day, I'm happy with it. If you put enough thought into it, then you shouldn't really get tired of it or regret it or anything like that.
I'd love a Harry Potter tattoo. I think it's amazing. You should get a tattoo of what you love, and if that's something you're passionate about, then definitely. Say you had a Harry Potter tattoo and you went and you've gone off to Harry Potter. It doesn't matter because it's a time in your life and you enjoyed it at the time. You can always look back and think, oh, I remember that. Those were good days.
Twilight.
And why don't you like Twilight?
I don't know. It's just like the arch rival of Harry Potter. If you ask me, like, for instance, like people are like, oh man, Twilight for the win, or Harry Potter. And Harry Potter's where I've chosen my side.
There's a bit of a war between Harry Potter fans and Twilight fans.
Just something that sprung up for no reason really, but it's just fun. Like, it's not like actual. It's not something you take a rivalry you take serious.
If I was a Harry Potter fan, then I would punch her lights out and say that Twilight's much better.
Just a bit of fun. It's like football, maybe.
I think for one thing that they're so close in genre.
I can see how it comes out of it because those all, they've been calling Twilight the next Harry Potter. But I think it's a bit unnecessary, really. It's like, well, you can like both. I like both. A lot of other people do. So I think it's a bit silly, really.
They're both kind of, fantasy, teen, romance, adventure. They're so close that, they're both kind of vying for the same spot. It's the same kind of demographic as well. So I think that definitely plays a part. They're so similar, and most people, you either like one or the other. You can't have both. And a lot of the demographic is teenage girls, and teenage girls can,
Harry Potter now is, in terms of the sequence of films, has been around for quite a while, and it appears that the Twilight is very much the sort of new phenomena. I think it's, in some ways it was quite easy to predict that Twilight would find a ready and willing audience because, 10 years previously, the audiences who would be watching Twilight would have been fans or adherents of sort of things like Buffy the Vampire Slayer on television.
Edward or Jacob?
Oh, Switzerland.
Jacob or Edward?
Edward.
Slytherin or Gryffindor? Or Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw?
Gryffindor, of course. I couldn't choose from the others. I feel like a betrayal.
Which house are you?
I'm Hufflepuff.
I think it's natural. I think that everybody will have a particular preference. It's like if you looked at young girls with boy bands, they'll have a particular favourite. They will like the boy band and identify with each of the members of the boy band, but they'll have a specific favourite within the band, and they'll have reasons why they like that person over somebody else or anything else, why they're the particular favourite. So it may well be because it's a particular favourite because the one is more studious, they prefer blondes to dark-haired stars, the one dances better than the other, the better singer, or the whole array of reasons. But generally it just comes down to a demonstration of personal choice.
What do you think of parodies?
Some of them are really good, like The Hollywood Show, that's really good, and Evil Iguana Productions, they're pretty funny as well. But then you do get some others which are just a bit kind of mad. There was like The Twilight Before Christmas with Santa as Edward, and I think that was just a bit messed up. But The Hollywood Show is definitely my favourite.
I love parodies. One of my favourite things and one of my great obsessions is a Harry Potter musical. Which is a fan parody by some like college drama students, and it's amazing, and it's a complete like viral success. It's, people who love it are really avid fans now. I think it's great. I think the actors are great, and I definitely rather any day go see a Harry Potter musical than an actual Harry Potter film. I think the standard of acting is better. I think the humour is there. I'd really love to see it one day, like a live production of it. A Harry Potter parody done by somebody who doesn't like it. Each to their own. Harry Potter's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. There's always things to